We'll give it time for the intro. Thank you for joining me. Well, I tell you. Or people say this is just a contracting game. What was that? Municipal contracting. That was great. When it comes to the ability to label something slightly flattering, but yet not mean it. Not mean to be flattering. Pax Day. Well, yeah, I'd asked someone earlier, they'd talked about Myth of Empires, or, well, I did. I talked about Myth of Empires. And it was about whether arrows stuck in your head or not. Didn't we ever have it where arrows could stick in our bodies, even if, non-combatants fire them at us, but they just stick? Or did I dream that? No. Myth of Empires had that. Where we could fire arrows at each other even though we were not in combat. a little too short, I think. And a protest. Not gonna help it. Trying to transfer strength. Trying to keep the darn colors. Straight. You can only go so far in Pax Dei. I'm probably gonna change that. Let's see how it works with a lamp. Hopefully I have everything working. Seems it is. Now, it's gonna be a structure. I swear it is. And we're gonna use round wood. Oh, it's gonna be so horrible. Now, decorating things out. Starting to make it look like it has a purpose. Well, these are easy. They keep you from falling off the side. What's going to be here? There's some fun things. Hopefully, we'll have more in the future. Gotta do something down there. Oh, it's so tender. Is it worth it? It's hard to tell. There's a very long piece. It's hard to tell sometimes. Does it actually imbue any strength to these? You don't want it sticking on the floor. It's just terrible. Now if I put the post on an angle, maybe I'd have it. Well, I don't know if it really matters. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Getting that. Pink, pink, pink. Let's try. No, I don't know if it matters. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm leaving, well, yeah, sorry to say just straight up, yeah. Not quite proper. But, other side, I pray. I'm trying my darndest. Oh, interesting. Start a pattern. If you want to make something a different shape than it is in Pax Dei, turn a paler shade of yellow. Be cool. We'll see if that worked out. But if you try things. That's what you do. You try it. You see if it works. There are music. Come on, let's let you out. Come on, no treats. Now this is the 7 o'clock recording. Drinking shots of cereal. Yes, I'm making a mess. It's a good mess. So is this life. Will we have fishing? Will we have boats? I just figured out you could swim while supercharged. While boosted. Whoa. While boosted. What options do I have here to make it more than just a floor? Oh, that's right next to it. Do you really know what you're doing? You don't have to. If it doesn't fall apart, you did a great job. If it falls apart, try it again. Not my best advice. No one will ever see it. Why all this? Because it's fun. I might take the floor out because there's something else going. But it might be real nice and necessary. Man, the water looks so good. My mom. Nearly 80 degrees, 90. Sorry. It's 80 in the ceiling of this room. You could barely pay to get 80 degrees in Alaska. That's already finished. Now I do lots of things that I think are so clever. But I tell you, man, I'll tell you, there are people. Well, I copy them. Hey, maybe they copy me. Ooh. Everybody has ideas. Even the folks who have the best ideas. And you can find a lot of them here. I've seen them in all sorts of building atmospheres. Pax Dei. Well, you only need so many objects where things go a little bit mad. It's true. And should I? Yeah, these things, just clay and stuff. I need some reed and sapwood on them. I can't put noise structure down here. What is it? Why is it? Ooh, look at that nice color adjustment. Very nice. Very nice, Johan. Yeah, it's no good answering questions about what is it. It's a shape. It is a shape. That's what it officially is. It's a shape. Someone said a Brit VH is a very humble Brit. I thought that'd be a VH Brit. So I was confused. Well, no, I didn't think anything. I didn't know what it meant. But as soon as they said it, I was like, oh, oh, oh. Compliments don't have to be intuitive. Everything can be seen over the right shoulder better than anything else because we are offset. If we could be left-handed. Oh, the wonders. Really? Oh, I don't have it. Thought I were excited. Wood. The only cure is wood. Let's go cure our problems by chopping trees. Play many games where you chop down trees. I was just engaging someone in the memories of Myth of Empires. It's true. Now, they moved over to the Jade server here. And on the Jade server, they didn't open up paying. Previous to that, you could pay for a lot of things in game to get you through that grind, get you to that tribute. When they brought it to the US, all the RMTs, real money traders, the list was, I don't know, like something like 3,000 Chinese characters long. And anybody who had a new username in a different language was listed. But if you had your username listed in a Chinese language, for whatever reason, Manchurian, sorry, in Chinese, for whatever reason, if I was a real money trader and I wanted to say, you know, long duck dong, right? I want to put it in Chinese, long duck dong, right? And ran around like that. There could have been some dude like that, really. But everybody on that list, except for a couple, I mean, there was like 3,000, were banned. IP banned. Or well, I don't know if they're not equipment banned. So they just buy a new computer or give their buddy his computer back. You know, I like the game. It's like, yeah, it won't work. That happened. Chopping down the big trees, man. Because I'm a big tree chopper. Rain Lily. Get out of here, you pretty flower. I'm a big tree chopper. Dance around like Blimpy. You can't do that. Have a Blimpy dance. Johan, you chop trees like a lumberjack. 'Cause he's a lumberjack and he's okay. This song isn't good. He works all night and he sleeps all day. I chop down trees, I eat my lunch. I go to the lava tree. On Sundays or Fridays, I go shopping and have buttered scones with tea. Oh, he's a lumberjack and he's okay. Chops all night and he sleeps all day. I chop down trees, I skip and jump. I like to press wildflowers. And here's where it goes wrong. No, I get, okay, I forgot that line. I'm gonna have to get the lyrics to that. Oh, yeah, I'll walk out, I'm on the end. Oh, bugger. Bugger's a bad word. If you're ever keel-hauled. Keel-hauled. You think walking the plank is something? Oh, you get to fall in the water. Well, you can't swim. Who cares? What if you get keel-hauled? You know what a keel of a ship is? A vessel. Any vessel. Your canoe has a keel. The sound of crunchy. It's not knockoff Captain Crunch. In fact, it's probably better for you. Binga binga binga. A little bit of rubber banding. That was mentioned earlier. Though there was someone on Discord who was like, hey, I can't even log on. I'm like, Vuja day. Well, no, deja vu. I didn't hit Nook's place. I didn't hit it. I swear. Take pictures. Well, not before pictures, but it could be. I lost my beehives earlier. Tragedy. I got cats. So I walked the door, just in case you hadn't caught that. I gotta look at how to get a Steam key. I know how to get them. I mean, I did it before. I just haven't done it for so long. And then I remember... I think it's on the site. I think it's on the site. No, like... Those reeds are tough, man. Prop up a tree. I have 5 keys left. For a free issue of the base game. Fully uploaded at this, or fully updated at this time. Look at it. We're not waiting for a patch. We're talking right there. Not at all. Not at all. Get it. Didn't technically hit him. Now, I play with it. Sometimes it's the rain lilies, or the reeds, or raspberries or oats around it. But if I stand in it, I seem to get the serious idea that it's finding a lever point over me. Gotta munch the chopping. Munch. Right. Need room. Now the trees come back. For any of you watching this for the first time, I thank you for checking out Pax Day. I hit my well. Oh, that was a bugger. Well, pretty tough well. Oh well. It's fine. 19 heartwood out of all that. Gotta have the right size tree. Filling up my barrel. We are doing charcoal. Charcoal's great now. If you have not been in Pax Dei for a while, 50 charcoal is 50 wood. Are you? Whoops, excuse me. Heavy fingers. Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding. I'm very so serious. It's a whole new world. You will think you have perished in God's arms and gone to heaven. If you come back to your 50 charcoal kilns. I can't bear it anymore, you might say to yourself, but no, you can do it now. You can do it. You can face the day. Johan, I am funny. So, you can face the day. I'm serious. I really don't need your opinion, Johan. You know what? Oh yeah, I guess I do on some things. But you're an avatar, so you shouldn't have an opinion. But though sometimes it'd be nice if you remembered what was in all the cases. And I didn't have to. Myth of Empires, they were talking about having your servant. Yeah, you could have your servants. You just kind of assign them to go out and do something. And they would run off to that point. And someone could slay them. Dogs could chase them. Well, okay. If you had bounties on you because people were angry at you, there was quite a bit of oops, you know, they're going to hunt you down. The dogs. Other factions, the NPCs. Well, they're mobs because you don't talk to them. They have no function. There's no communication. So they're not NPCs. Well, I guess they do communicate while they're perishing. It's really strange. Man, if I would have stopped throwing down flint, I would have had a whole inventory full of it. Maybe. I stacked to 100. 2 chops. If you wished me before, you thought, man, isolates. Guns. Look at it now. They almost do move up. You know, okay. Rework the whole thing in a pattern. That would be fun. We only have 3 angles to choose from. You. Clay, clay, clay. Clay, clay, clay. Clay, clay, clay. Clay for use. I don't know, I work hard. Dang it. As we slip past, you know, Google recognized my ID. Well, that's very nice. It's always funny. Send in your ID. 24 hours later, your ID's real. Oh, good. You're acceptable to have a YouTube channel. Well, good. You'd think they'd be strange about it, though. It's like, yeah, weren't you deep for play? Until someone put up 2 a.m. I guess 4 short live streams. I mean, it doesn't take much. Just turn them on and off. I don't know how long they were. My recorder, my encoder, had them. maybe it still does have them on record. No, it reads YouTube. So yeah, it doesn't have. I signed out with my other account in order to sign in with this one. Out the room. So nice. Pick up that extra 16. It's right there. We might even remember it. Was it a heavily optimistic amount of grass? How did she put it? Oh, it's just great. A little springboardiness. Is there anybody nearby? Why would I say that? Because that is often what. Okay, you have to see people in Pax Dei. I was pressing the wrong button. I believe that's how it is. I'm relatively sure that if you look in someone's direction, then you can see them. I'll think. Oh, we need to make a bunch of beams. We're just beaming. Beaming. Yeah, his fiance. I'll dress up like a goodie, just like my old papa. And she throws her flowers down. Oh, Reginald, I think his name is. They're playing it out. And the rest of the guys are like, what? And then he says more. He goes farther. You know Monty Python. Well, if you don't. Okay. I'm getting a beam. So it's like what? You have this open water between? Well, I'm gonna have structure. Structure. Yes. I'm using a lot less plywood, but still. I'm glad I saved this part. I do have to duck out of here and of Johann and get Lagerda. Now, I did say exactly, Johann is going on to the Selene server. So I could divide up my party. Make a whole row. I'll chop down more trees. No. Typically, I like to make only so many materials. And then just make more and more. It's that loop. It's fun. Funny stuff. Now, if it were all exactly true, I would agree. Oh, what am I talking about? What's her name? Penny Loafer. Penny Loafer. Yes. It's fun when you do a short video, you can do all sorts of great editing. Because you have the room for it. It's not enough. You have to work harder to get it home. Chopping trees, nice axe. Basic. See how I stopped there? You can use that for your camera shots and everything. Get the closer looks, right? You can move him even closer here. We'll do this. He might disappear if you get too close. Fine. What happened to you, Johan? Too close. There you go. Nice. Bit of hammered steel look. Things like that. Oh, dang it. There you go. There you go. Good stuff. As the light changes. Why the small trees? Oh, they're good too. Well, man, you must be running a fabulous graphics card. Maybe that's what you're thinking. An RTX. I believe that means ray tracing. Or not. I don't know what GTX means. Uber tracing? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I mean, GTO by Pontiac, Gran Turismo Obligato. You know how many GTO owners I've caused to look that up, and they're like, weh. Well, you know, I guess it's not a common. I know it because a guy named Ron Crow who dragged GTOs, not Le Manses, redecorated, but GTOs. He quarter miled them. It'd be cool helping him tub out his rear end. That sounds bad. Ask your quarter miling friends what tubbing out a rear end is while you're not drinking. But well, look up tubs. Look up tubs for rag. What's the Jegs? Get a Jegs catalog. There's other ones. Super shops, whatever. You get different sized tubs after you cut out the trunk of your car. What? I know. If you want to go fast out, you need 42-inch tires. Or something. Something close. I think that's what you could pack under a Duster if you hammered its fenders out. Now what if they made a post-apocalyptic city game? We actually had to find the correct parts from the correct vehicles. Oh yeah, you'd have as many vehicles as they could possibly pack in there. So, you know, and how would you know? I can't play this game. I don't know what a carburetor is. I can't play this game. I don't know what a mass airflow sensor is. What is that? Throttle sensor? What is that? All these solenoids? Vacuum tubes? Or not having to bend little metal rods at certain degrees and certain angles. Old Holly 2 barrels, or what, like the 4200 they used to put on the police cruisers? Had 4 barrels but with adjustable venturis. I don't know. Those things took all sorts of little. Oh, they're hard card or plastic sometimes, but you know, card material, card stock. Little measurements, and you have to hang a rod and bend it all properly, depending on which one you had or what kind of throttle body. Well, you know, different years. Yeah, you know, you'd be in the post-apocalyptic world, and you like, no, it's not the right engine. You'd have to know what engines were in what models. You have to figure out what you're gonna write it down. Is someone gonna write it all down for you? No, it just becomes part of the game. If you're gonna find a weapon, well, you have to find a weapon that fits, and you can't reuse a bolt unless you're gonna smooth it out and get all the high spots off it, because bolts won't fit in weapons after they've been fired enough. I mean, weapons, they kind of settle into themselves. They have a lot of problems if you just switch the barrels, or the bolts. Barrel, I don't know. That might not matter. I can't think of it mattering. Well, if it's in serviceable condition. Wow, all these beehives. I'm such a lucky guy. We used to leave piles of beehives. You can always tell where you were. You 5 beehives over here. 5 beehives over there. That's fun stuff. Trip over. I used to like just tossing stuff out of my inventory. You get the beehives, they're too big. So you don't have available areas. So you just hit X. And X helps you find the proper space. I remember when we didn't have automatic chopping. Or, okay, well, you had to walk up and get the target and hit E. And I think you had to hold E down. It's been a long time. A few thousand trees. We have a meme for the verse oneers. We did our job. Because that, you were there for no other reason. You were there. Too hard. Too hard. You were there to make sure Pax Dei worked. You weren't going to end up doing anything else. I could say that much. It's like the step blocks you use now. For steps, that is, excuse me. The smaller steps were like, well, that one plus 2 more down. And I think the longer ones, the smoother ascent, it goes out farther. Those might have gone 3 down, so 4. Built whole structures out of those things. We had no choice. Where are you going to put them? Or they're all sticking in the bottom of the earth. Store a lot of stone. How do you store stone? Build something. Cases full of stone, build a wall. Did they ever come back? They still got their place. It's amazing. But they haven't fixed their skirt. Is that my neighbor who's always talking about my skirt? Might be Scottish. It's a kilt. Check a kilt. Yeah, yes. Some people complain that, yeah, you try to do something nice, and then someone moves in next to you and makes a furnace factory. Zoning laws is what Penny Loafer put it as, zoning laws. Who's gonna hit me? I'm clear. Sure. Oh, blessed. I love it. Why are you doing this to us? No, I'm moving over to Lagerda. I'm finishing up. Now, if you've chopped down enough trees around homes and everything else, you've seen that enough and you know that it pivots over objects. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. But don't you believe me? Bruce Hornsby. Went to work for the Grateful Dead. After, oh darn it, I forgot the piano player's name. Passed away. 7. Oh, come on, you give me 8? Well, you can never now tell on your left, unless you pick it up. And I'm not going to. That's nice and smooth on the aspect of the ground's overall height as you come down the slope. It is not strange. I know, big deal. Or maybe I don't know. Same answer, big deal. And if it doesn't look good, tear it down. Why you said tear it down? I didn't say anything in particular. I said if it doesn't look good, tear it down. If that means something to you. Oh, I should have my mic off so I can sound cooler. No. I remember when Avakabanshi, right? Avakabanshi. Say that 5 times. Or 3 times. Never mind. 5 times fast. Avakabanshi. I remember when Avakabanshi was it was the release of Empyrean. Its full release. And Talon, or maybe their names have changed, or the name on the site, on the server has changed. Maybe that's just it. But they when full release, if you ever saw Empyrean, later down the road, I'm gonna have fun looking back and recording, because like I was gonna do Empyrean, but Spange, one of the few people doing Empyrean anymore, Raccoona, which I had to choose not to view. I actually might use his video as an amends, being, hey, you know, Raccoona, you know, I just don't like people who cuss Jesus Christ. He was cussing Jesus right all the way through. You ride a pod after you select your planet and all, and I think he just forewent that. You select your planet, you kind of shape your character. It's very uncomplicated. You know, size of body, hairdo, blue eyes. Let's go. And he was riding the pod down to the planet, which is how you start. And you're supposed to direct yourself and look around a little, get a good idea of what's going on. If not, you know, try to steer away from a group of baddies, which is usually right what it's heading at. If you don't change the direction of the pod at Empyrean, in my experience, which is the only experience I can speak of, you will die. And so if you steer your pod left or right to an area you learn is clearer out of the detection range, because that's usually where you hit, you have a few seconds before the critters who have been alerted and heading your way get to you. So you basically get out, you're like, oh, this is interesting. Here, oh, there's a survival kit. Here's a terrible weapon that barely works. It just stuns them. Stun and run. Go back on. More stuff. See, if you're in chat, you can remind me what I was talking about. More wood. Yeah, I know, big deal. Let's take a look at it. Yes. Nope, don't like that one already. Gonna change that. Yes, definitely don't like that already. All the wood I need to change it is out there. Well, why? Maybe an angle. Maybe something different. Yeah, I don't like that pad. Gonna get rid of that. I have an extension that's coming out this way at that angle, and then I'm gonna do something over here. So says I. Let's get rid of that. The sun's setting. The water, when you look away from it, you see? Right? You get the water that chases you. I'm not quite sure why. Some people thought the sun was coming out of the mountain, but I'm not quite sure if what's happening when you're not looking at it. That sort of deal. Now, what am I saying to this? I'm saying I would like it at an angle or something. Because it was just too blocky. Maybe just shorter. We'll see. That might be my mother saying goodnight. 84 years old. Going on 85. We should all be so fortunate. Oh, Willie, if you ever catch these videos, I'm sorry I haven't said in the previous ones. I pray your mother is doing well. You know? Oh, Willie's mother suffered a stroke, which is extremely, that's a scary bit of business, isn't it? Anybody who's, well, I've never experienced a stroke, no. Couldn't even. They don't like to have the continuity, do they? No, come back down. My cats. What can you do? It's perfectly fine. Now, big deal. And it is such a big deal. Are they the ones I want? Well, I'm wondering about a thing. What's this thing? I don't know. With two there, these coming in, I should have the space of one. Floor section. And why? That high. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to use the peering over there. They should be too far apart for this. Alright. Breaking the rules of physics. Oh, those aren't low enough, alright. They're just phantom working. They're thinking about working. guess these are too high now. That's a different one, isn't it? Bummer. I do love how, well, originally when we started building everything in Pax Dei, it was a challenge. Yeah, well, people were, well, I would say dismayed. Rather dismayed. Not enough of this, not enough of that, not enough roof angles. Yeah, they went to town with that. It's not enough. We're not going to take it. It's very serious. We've done all right. I think people, when not given everything, manage very well. Oh, sure. You know, I'm not making up excuses for mainframe. Sounds like you are. No, I'm not. I'd have to know their operation, you know, before I could say anything about whether they were doing something that, you know, good enough. No, good enough. That's not well enough. It's not good enough. Almost. There'll be another thing. Why don't you make that funny structure up there? It's gonna get funnier. Quite really. You have to think about that there. Need to move on. Gotta move on. Don't mess around. To bring me down. Or move out. Move out. Don't mess around. Move out. You bring me down. Move out. Don't mess around with something else and move out. Do 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 do. Rules. Who makes the rules? Someone else. Who makes the rules? Someone else. What walks on two legs, not on four. What walks on four legs breaks the law. What happens when you break the law? What happens when the rules aren't there? Beyond where we go from there to the house of pain. Now I can put okay, yeah. The first thing you think of when you're out on the water with a wooded area, I might change this. I mean, yeah, I want to raise it. Anyway, it's good wood storage. Let's get over. Thank you, Johan. Let's get over and. There we go. I mean, I could start just building more and more, but I do have things to do. All this stuff over here. Good. That axe is almost gone. We can repair it. very soon, next time we're here. Alright, Johan. See you later. Why wait? Oh no! Now, just in case you didn't know, you can have multiple accounts on Steam. You just need an individual email. One that's recognized as a good email. Would probably be darn good. Fat finger, did I know it? There you go. – 104 hours. $104.7. Why are we jumping on with Lad Gerda? Oops. Someone else I saw a box, Lagertha. I spelled, well, okay. A German friend who I was playing Myth of Empires with, she said that Lagertha means something else, and someone already had it in Mo. And I was just having fun, because everybody's going, Vikings were not all white. Well, they actually were, but you know, just reimagine things in the dumpster. I had fun with Lagerda that way. I was like, oh, well, shoot, I'll name her after this Lagerda, because when I looked it up, due to some silly thing or another, where we got plots. Oh, 19 days, 3 hours. 3 hours. Available for 19 hours. Yeah, they're going to be all gone, but these guys are going to be gone in 3 hours. And, well, what are you doing? Why don't you go save your stuff? Why don't you put... I don't have any. Running everybody down. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Bye, Grace. Is it G? No, that's clay. Soft clay used to make bricks. I was too close to it to examine. No, it's F8. It looked like a G. Now, 20. Yeah. I get 15 because I'm still on the bonus round. Let's go. Now, you don't need to pray to the Lord for grace. You need to praise the Lord for grace. I mean, well, okay, there's people that say, well, I'm Christian and I do yoga. I don't know if that's going to work out for you. Well, it's just an exercise. No, it's actually worship positions to gods. Well, no. We use it as an exercise. Sure. What if your aerobic program involved a pentagram? Some goat's blood? Whatever. I'd rather do the Kama Sutra than yoga. So, well, I'll be the one I'll be the least flexible partner. That'll work for me. Babu. Getting through the woods quickly. It's not the easiest thing. Hello, dear. Or puck. Sorry. All offended. I identify as a stag. I know, you guys don't. the other choice. Yes, yes, keep running. Ah, civility. When are we gonna get more of it? I get uncivil. But the world deserves it by the time I get uncivil. Look at that nice place all lit up. I don't have to do a big thing before I take off. You can go under it, but is there a point to going under it? No. Darn, I should have hit the sprint. You can get across the water a bit faster with a sprint as far as I've seen. It's fun. I've run through this area so many times, I could almost do it without messing it up. Hold it, what'd they do? What? 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 You guys. Freaking me out. They changed this today, you know they did. Because I came jumping through here and they're like, ah. Let's foil cat now. You're messing up Lagerta now. It's not fair. She's a girl. I don't need no man. Yeah, whatever. Need someone to pay 90% of the bills while you raise that kid. Unless you don't like raising kids. Which... Never understand women who don't like children. Okay, there's women who don't like children. Well, I'm not going to say don't like. They're afraid of that relationship, sure. But like plain don't like. That's weird. Very weird. Yes, this bridge has gotten hard to get to the highway. Oh, I forgot to hit the control again. Did I? There. See, dun 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 dun. Pretty fast, huh? Well, you'll just die faster. Your stamina goes pretty quick. But it's more fun than this. Anything else. Vazden. Gorgeous place. Very nice. Yeah. Did it exist historically? Who cares? These parts didn't exist historically. We didn't put the things together in big blocks. We do with what we have. Nice. 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 Vazden was actually very busy earlier today. Ran into him a few times. There's lots of people you run into. You gotta watch yourself. There, that was Johan. I received a toxicity warning. I said carts and wagons and so anyway, I should wonder about mentioning it. People might judge me. Oh, you said something the computer judged. Are we in that kind of world? That sucks. So yeah, 3 hours before. And I'm gonna cut out. This is just to get Lagerta over on this end. Nope, no. Still blue. So I gotta come back. And that'll be at 11. What's the point? Well, I can't get everything out of here. I don't have time to get everything out of there. It's difficult to transport things back and forth. I had catnap and the others banging around out here. I got a bunch of sand. Should have sold it. They're gonna steal my sand. It's always great to jump something before you climb it. It takes so long to climb it. Oh, hopefully it cools off. Poor mule's been running the fans pretty hard. Might be able to hear him. Alright, so we got the middle room. Looks like we've gutted the place. Oh, okay. There's the line. So you know the circles themselves, right? Oh, I don't have anything on me. The circles themselves are going to be close to those lines. Well, what's on the line? I didn't think about this. But they're valuable things. Like these. You know, there's things that are a bit more valuable than sand. That I want to make sure I get a hold of. Aha, beautiful. Now these are going to be disappeared. So I do. Need to make a couple trips. And I will do that. And that's what I'll be doing with Lagerda. But I tell you what, I gotta keep these things, you know, under an hour and 30 minutes. What do I have on me? A couple more things. We gotta get a couple more things. What do we got here? Anything fun? Bear rugs. More beds. Some lighting. That's good to bring around. Do I have any more? Do I have better things? Better. Well, there's some boots that I hadn't kept. But yes, I'm going to try to take as much as I can before it expires. That's the best thing to do. It's also Bink. You're mine. Oh no. Hey. Weak healing potion. Darn it, not stamina, huh? Well, might as well take something. We gotta come back here and get my personal stuff too. And move it all. Wonderful. Now, I say this every time when I travel, when I fast travel. I would rather have, let's see what position she uses. See, that looks much more female. Really action hero female from Marvel, all that stuff. Yeah, sexist, a sexist would say. But I like when Catnap does it with the one hand thing, you know. I'm sure Altari would agree. Yeah. Wow. There's a whole bunch of people back here now. Anyway, you took the lights off. There's more. There's more people. Whoa. Kind of the tiki torch thing up top there. I think you're going to get some Polynesian, really. A bit lower. Of course, right next to a... No, I'm not going to do it. Penny loafer. Intrusive thoughts. I mean, really. Very nice. Very nice. Not gonna bother them. They're in the middle of doing. Is it a sauna? No. Nice though. Nice. No angles. We'll look at it later. There's time coming for all that. Nice with the gear. Tables to sit. These tables constructed. Let's see if by examining, see that table pattern. Right? And you can see the pieces. Ambient occlusion. It's actually very nice. See how that, not everything's in focus. It is gorgeous. We have a thumbnail. Real quick before it gets too light. I think that's just enough light. Get a little bit off center. Ooh, that's not going to work, is it? We're not going to have off center. But I want the full table. There's some occlusion. Well, that's nearly Bob Ross, I'll tell you. Nice. That was even difficult. I used to have to use Kirsten's Viewer. Kirsten's Viewer in Second Life to get quality images like that. And if you know anything about it, good. If you know more about it, prove it. Really. Hey. Gotta ease on down the road. Here we go, ease on down, ease on. There's a Harm's Ways place growing. This place is growing. Man, people really knock. Whoa. Whoa. Did this whole place disappear? Wow. That's wild. Maybe they're rebuilding it. Yeah. Yeah, Lottie phase. Okay, that looks like they're just changing it. Flame phase. Oh, there's Lottie Faye. Right? Lottie Faye. And there's Flame Faye. You never know. Flame Faye. Flame Faye. Flame Face Chambers. West Wing. Yeah, people, you know, they got big plans. They put down all their plots. But then they have nothing for months because, well, it's a lot of work. Here's a little mansion row. Phoenixes, huh? Phoenixes. Happen to know that name? Divinity. Storage. Gregor's Gregor to stay. Gregor's Gregor to stay. Oh, he's gonna get stuck with that. Divinity's dev. Diz. Happen to know who Diz is? Edimus? Oh, that's Eltari's. That's God, I forgot that. Eltari's place by name. And community center. We're gonna be checking all this stuff out. Why don't you do it already? Well, then those all would have been gone. They'd have been all gone. I'm glad I hadn't done it already. I've been waiting for the graphics to go up. These are all things Mainframe has said. These are all things Mainframe has planned. Well, planned, done their best to get done. And look at the place. By the time you see this, it'll be old news. No, I don't know what's happening with the channel exactly. There's a little bit of timeout. They're not doing things exactly the way they used to. They're, you know, the live isn't uploading to the channel, things like that. Which it should. It should. The live things are taking a very long time. I do record in 4K. The best thing is that once I'm done streaming, I'm not uploading for another, 2 to 3 hours. That's great. But it takes longer. Now, as the channel grows, YouTube will, well, grows. That's an interesting term. If people watch the content, YouTube will process things faster. They will. I think everybody lost their exhaust this winter. I've been passing by this place since Free Week. The place next to it that was being built was also, well, very new when I first jumped in. I'll go this way. Cool down. That's inconvenient. Trying to shoot a... Oh, pretty place. Even though it's simple. Man. So many improvements. I mean, really, just so many improvements. Let's put this stuff away and get out of here. Because we've gone on long enough. For YouTube's patience. It's true. Okay, I'm getting weapons out of here. What I got here? Okay. So we got oxes. Let's get some more axes. Alright. Bronze. Iron. Bronze. More just plain tools, which is what I want. Well, you know, it's not so much organization as it is grouping. Just grouping things into their place. Running up that hill. It's a terrible version of it. I would hope Kate Bush made it herself just so she could say that's all you get. And then they'd have an excuse. What? It's true. You. The pointy stick. Very important. Outfits. Yeah, the armor and all this is all going to be separated out as we get into our groove. That doesn't match. Don't hurry up, Lagerda. This place is going to expire before we can get back. I sized it up earlier. Probably too far forward. It's gonna bug me. Wonderful. I don't like the schmucks of the fold. I'm gonna have Lagerda wear that out. Sorry, man. be back. That's the big deal. Take the Mastercraft by Catnap. Actually, I won't. Yeah, the 1 power, 51 item power. So you could bust a move with that. What is 125 item power? Wow, the skinning knife. Okay, I'm not impressed anymore. The skinning knife has so much in line. I'll be looking at that later. Figuring out what I just saw. Let's put you back. Or somewhere else anyway. Right, well, the liquor. Or white, right, whatever, clear wine. Nice, nice, nice. Gotta get the lights and the shining around a little bit more. I wait for him to load. Just in case. Just in case there's any problem with that. I already packed up everything. Oh dear. Alright. Goes everywhere. Alright, lad. No, we've already got a picture. And we're going to be doing a lot of more ambient occlusion captures. Driving my system crazy. I need occlusion that won't drive me crazy. It all stays ambient and not so sharp. Right? I'm sorry, Cougar. Is anything cool up here that I'm missing? We're getting developments up there. I don't know what that half job is. That's pretty wild stuff. Maybe they're Russian. I'm talking, you know. Really? Stop that. Stop screwing up everything. Stop messing up everybody's lives. That's ridiculous. Okay. Now, people who build like that most likely aren't going to stick around, and I'd rather they stuck around and get into the groove. Paxian, you got to prove your love too. What is this? I know it's Madonna. Everybody's screaming about Madonna lately. She's ridiculous. If I try to dress like her at her age, I'd be arrested. Whatever, lad. The sun, the tree. Nobody has Pax Day. Just us kids. Someday others might have Pax Day, but not like we have it. This is good stuff. We could be royals. May the Lord bless you. And Lord bless you. And bless you if you know the difference. Keep your sticks on the ice. I'll schedule one for 11 tonight. Stop streaming.